Are you waiting for your spirit to rescue you, or you're ready to co-create together in a supercharged co-creation and experience that it's so loving, joyful, peaceful, bright and light with lots of compassion? Let's explore some more what it means in that true co-creation. But before we go there about the co-creation, let's consider what is happening, why we so resistant to that co-creation, and what are the limiting beliefs are holding us back from that. Possibly there's some religious belief, or maybe environment beliefs, or from growing up in certain environment, or surrounding yourself with certain people that somehow all of a sudden you sharing that belief because you want to belong. Maybe just for that, maybe it became unconscious belief that because you've been around the same group of people for some time. So no matter what's the case, what I'm here to do, that many of that group thinking are to the point of that limitation, because they just look at certain perspective and everybody in agreement, and not considering that there is another option. And what I'm talking about, we believe in the spirit to be treated certain way, many times only like a genie for our needs, and in the desperate moments when we feel that we cannot help ourselves. So then we in that desperation, we are ready to reach out for support, including our spirit. What if we consider that the spirit is always there with us, for us, to co-create, and it's not never leave us. It's just actually to be truthful, stepping out to start for you to recognize that you stepping too close, and you too close to the problem, and in your way to create something amazing, and you getting frustrated, you getting to the desperations of moving through some of the challenges, some of the hardships, and you don't know how to accomplish that. Many times it's not the mind, when we allow for the mind to take charge, and the subconscious to keep overriding things, which is very powerful and useful. But certainly when we allow that constant overriding for the convenience, it can become a detrimental, that it's harder to for the spirit to step in and help you. And many times, sometimes it feels like a joke. Like why I was working myself up so much, and racking my brain and tensing my body and closing my heart in the fear that somebody or something will hurt me, when it seems, when I become a little bit more conscious, when I saw a bit of a ray of light, when my mind has started kind of opening a bit, even a tiny bit, my heart start kind of loosening up, my body start loosening up, and being ready to more open, and in that unity together, all of a sudden things are unfolding, and it seems like in effortless way, beyond our understanding, beyond our expectations, beyond our timing. It usually arrives in the perfect timing for us to actually, it's like a grand entrance with the emphasis, so we have that aha moment to realize what was going on. So because if it would be just coming without some possible struggle, we wouldn't even recognize that it doesn't have to be so struggling to experience our hardship that way, but to allow for that hardship to shift, to not to just walking dead, but to steer our ship to our desire destination, with that co-creation with the spirit, which is like a supercharger for our ships when we allowing that. But that we have the free will, so the spirit will not just step in and start many times like looking at the background and seeing what you up to, how you struggling. The spirit, your spirit most likely feels sorry for you and would love to support you, and sometimes they doesn't know how, and have kind of waiting patiently for you to start waking up a little bit, at least to start recognizing that not everything is on your shoulder, that you get to allow that co-creation, and that you acting from the unity with your mind, with your heart, with your body, and that connection with the spirit, that supercharge your power and connecting you to the source power. And you can experience some amazingness, some blessings, some miracles, and finally getting out of your own way and experience some miracles, some synchronistic moments, and laughing about it, like why I was struggling so much. Like, are you really kidding me? It came so effortlessly, and yeah, that feels that way because finally we are ready to let go and trust more, and leaning to that co-creation, and things coming together in the perfect harmony, in a perfect moment. And that is so enjoyable, and so loving, and so peaceful, and compassionate, and light and bright, and it feels so very good. And when we start realizing that we can co-create those moments, we get to keep practicing to experience more of those moments, to allow for that co-creation happening. And yes, we have ways to go after years potentially practicing some other beliefs that no longer serve us, that were keeping us safe, and that safety is not some immediate danger, but just preventing you from moving forward and experiencing that true power of your co-creation and superpower. How you can co-create that with your spirit can not only make such a blessing and amazing experience and difference for you, but also can serve for others. That's why we get to experience that connection, because we're not here just to be of service to ourselves. We get to move through that so we can be that true servant to others, to make the huge difference for others. And that huge difference, many times that's that fear showing up. I don't know if I can take all that responsibility, and especially it's present for a lot of leaders that definitely handle a lot, visionaries, where they have the vision but not always ready to execute, and they require support and team to help them with the execution of their visions, and then not attempting to control, and keep letting go and trusting that things will unfold. And that co-creation in unity can really create some amazingness, and that experience in that grounded presence can help with making some more insightful decisions that not only for the benefits of one person, but for the benefits of more people, and trusting that it's for higher good. And it sometimes will at some point will realize that, sometimes we might never know about it, but all it's good, and we trusting. That's why we here. That's why we get to kind of take certain steps towards that direction, and not sinking ourselves, and not being that walking dead, but becoming more conscious and awakened humans, where we start catching ourselves in those moments, and allowing for our legacy, not to just attempt to leave that when we dead, but to experience that and expanding that during our lifetime, and living it every single day. because that's role modeling and the true leadership, servant leadership, when you modeling for others and sharing your presence, grounded presence, conscious presence with others, that can really create the miracles. And because you grounded, you more center, you co-create with the spirit, and taking down the reins of the control, and allowing for that easier flow, effortless things to work out for you, and for the benefits of many more people. And I'm keep referring to the leadership, because it might resonate even more for in the leadership position. That responsibility is much greater, but you also get to like might be some perceptions of who gets to be a leader. It has to be a leader of some big organization or some brand to that has that that has to take care of that way. However, you are a captain of your own ship. You are a leader, even if you leading your family. That's kind of the starting point. For example, maybe you just have a spouse, maybe you have a kids, maybe you're dealing with the aging parents. That requires a lot of leadership skills in order to actually be able to be of true service to others, and not sinking yourself in that co-creation, and build your legacy and be that role model for others, that it's possible for them, and not like I mentioned, to your detriment, that you don't want to deal with it anymore, because it's so overwhelming, and you're trying to put the head in your in the sand, and like, forget it, I cannot move forward. It requires certain skills, and that many times coming through some hardships, when you finally like, enough is enough, and I'm ready to steer my ship, and I won't be walking subconsciously and like a dead walking, just to get by, but I'm willing to take charge, to create more of that groundness, unity, centeredness within me, and allowing my spirit to work with me, through me, as me, and co-create together some amazingness that will be experienced by me, and can be shared with the others, and making some other people those experiences much more meaningful, much more present, much more satisfying, fulfilling. So that's why you get to kind of start realizing that our mind, yes, may create some stories, may create some limitations that no longer serve us, and we get to start waking up more, and coming to some realization, and seeing a bigger picture about the things, about that we have such a beautiful opportunities when we start coming to that realizations, how to go about things, how to unify ourselves, and create more of that natural unity with our spirit, and raising to our, especially in mid-age, raising to that power, and using that for good, and expanding our conscious. So I'm so big proponent and passionate of co-creating that conscious community, and supporting each other as the living, breathing, amazing, powerful human being, grounded and centered and conscious and connected with ourselves, with our spirit, and can create meaningful and deep connections with other human beings, and create also some beautiful co-creation. And that's what I'm called to in those beautiful co-creations, to experience. So it's a growth for me, but it's also the growth and expansion for another human being that willing to step in and co-create together, and it's more in that unity and connection with our spirits, when we can keep expanding our presence and gathering together to build that immunity against some of that disconnection, some of that unconscious forces, limitations that keep us safe for many years, and it's time to step in. And it doesn't have to be very grand, because yes, minds start all of a sudden become rebellious even more when you trying to override everything that you potentially believe for many years, and it can be detrimental and like a hard stop to your potential new adventure that you're so ready, and kind of easing your mind and getting your mind on board of your ship and start steering that to the desired destination, with the co-creation with your spirit. I can become a real funny, joyful and exciting adventure, even if there will be some hardships, because it's not avoidable, and they're not there for to be against us, but to allow us to wake up to our potentials, to wake up to who we truly are, to return back to our home, living from that center, and co-creating with our spirits, and making those differences, and enjoying our life, building that legacy, and co-create in the conscious community with the others, and not just say all those disconnections. And how I know all of that, it's been years when I was allowing for my subconscious to take control, attempting to control my circumstances and getting too close to the problems, and that was detrimental for my health, for my relations, for my finances. So that's the reason I believe that there is a better way, there is a possibility, and I already experienced those possibility, those glimpses, that somehow I having more resolve and finding more resonance, and getting my mind more on board, and opening and creating on a daily basis those spaces of the present moments, practicing some recentering exercises, to moving through some of my limitations, transforming some of those beliefs that no longer serve me, to be standing more in that connection with my source power, co-creation with my spirit, and experiencing some amazingness, some joyful adventures. And every time I'm allowing that, the more joyful adventures unfolding. Yes, there is sometimes challenges, but even when you so excited and you know why you experience those challenges, and not stuck in yourself in those challenges, you know that there is a way when you stand out of the way and allowing, leaning more towards trust, and that things will be unfolding in a perfect timing, beyond your understanding, beyond the expectations. You will start enjoying that more and trusting more that it's possible for you. And I believe that it's possible for me. I believe that it's possible for you. So let's say co-create together. I would love to see you in the comment section and sharing some of your adventures and what resonates with that message, or what the insights, what some potential insights, thoughts coming through of what I've been sharing here, with some adventures, and how I start seeing things from a different new perspective, how we can go about it, how we can create, how we can utilize for good, especially in mid age, that power, and in that co-creation with the spirit, and living our legacy. It's so important, and so enjoyable. So let's go for that joyful ride together. And if you call to reach out, feel free to connect. You can put connect in the comment section, and I will reach out to you, or whatever will be easier. Maybe going to my website, awaken.woman.com. There's some connection links there, and some free resources as well, and also weekly blog posts to explore some of more on the topics that I've been sharing, how to support others in standing in their power and using their voices so they can make difference for themselves and others. I keep emphasizing it's hard to make a difference for somebody else when you still stuck yourself in the hardship and not knowing how to kind of get out of it. I know that you don't have to be perfect to be of support to the other human being. However, you get to allow some of those experiences to transform you, to open you up to the possibilities that that you can awaken, and that you actually can share those experiences with others. Even yesterday, I experienced some amazing things, and been even called that I was the blessing for unexpected for somebody that needed my presence, that felt safe enough to share with me what they were going through, how challenging that became, how close they were to the challenge that they experienced, and it brought the conversation and that present moments and witnessing that person created a relief and shift for that person on a mental, emotional, energetic level to acknowledge that it felt like a blessing and that I was their angel for a day. For that day, so that was very so it wasn't just so supportive for this person, but also felt so good for me. And why it felt so good, because I made a difference for another human being, and I also know because I'm choosing to make a difference for myself, to keep creating more of those present moments, more in unity and with co-creation with my spirit, and asking for guidance and leaning more to the trust that the right timing, right opportunities, right possibilities will be unfolding in that co-creation with my spirit, with other human beings, and it can create some blessings and miracles for both of us. Because now I feel not overly proud, but proud moments that I can be of that service to another human being. They something supported their shift, and they can start navigating their journey and experience that not everything is lost, that there is that light at the end of the tunnel, and that they can move forward in direction and steering their ship to where they get to go, to move through those hardships, and that they have the strength, because that's what I've been called through the month of August, to keep sharing and experience personally what it really means to experience hardship. That doesn't have to be so complicated, even if it's the most challenging experience you ever have. When you start shifting the perspective, create a different awareness that hard, it's not only difficult, but it's also strong, and that you have that strength to navigate. And the ship, when you separate hardship, you have strength to navigate your ship to where you want to go, even if you don't have all the single steps, even if you not exactly know where you end up. You might have a general idea where would you like to go, but maybe you actually experience a more beautiful destination where you end up with allowing to move through that than you ever experience or expected, or because it's beyond many times those blessings and miracles happening for not just for your good, but for the good higher good. So, and you're not kind of left behind when you had to struggle. You actually you are getting reward and gift and the blessing beyond understanding, beyond even gratitude for that blessing. So finding more of that gratitude and standing in more of those possibilities is so important to experience, and creating more of those beautiful present grounded moments and co-create them with with our spirits and with other human beings. So without further ado, sending so much love, joy, peace, light, compassion for today and for the week ahead. So excited about what I get to share in the month of August, and that's even with those lives, practicing that co-creation with my spirit, allowing for the messages to come through me, and what I get to share and how I get to share those lives, specific lives, what I get to experience, become more present to those experiences that I experience, that they usually on topic what I get to share. So I have some real practical examples of what requires to move through those things, that I can recall some memories that of some other things that I moved through before, and creating even more possibility that it's possible again to overcome those things, and creating more of that beautiful experiences for myself and for others. So that's kind of so stay tuned for the month of September. Looking forward to sharing more. It will be humorous. That's kind of the tip with another their word H. So stay tuned for the upcoming lives where I will be sharing, exploring, and those exploration are from physical, mental, emotional, spiritual levels, because that's what creates that unity. When we connecting physical, mental, emotional, and then that becoming even more natural when we in unity and cohesion between our mind, our heart, and our body, then we creating that present and recentering and operating from our home, and allowing for the spirit to help us to be present with us more consciously than so unconsciously, and we feeling lost, that we alone and nobody there to help us. And that's what creates also that struggle, that we feel like we have to do things, and can be detrimental when the spirit is waiting for us to wake up again, to notice that yes, that they're always there for us to support, and not just in the desperate moments, but any moment when we call upon it. So okay, so excited for that continuous journey. Feel free to reach out, and take care for now.